Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicoleta and I am back with a new message. The message of the day, the message of the season. You guys, you know that today is the 7th. Today we have the eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, and I can feel in the energy. I was today myself in my private personal experience. I was more exhausted, more tired than usual. I definitely can feel it in the air. I can feel some shadow interference. It is there already, right? Do you feel the same? Is it part of our message today? We will see in a second what our dynamic it is all about. It's all about. Okay, so we begin. Yes, it is part of the message. What's coming to mind right now is someone or something is going to see you for what you really are, or what you have always been, and what you are about to become. All of it, really. You have been through a dance with life. You have been dancing with life lately, maybe for a long period of time, for your whole life, or for a significant period of your life. This can be more than a decade. This can be 20, 30 years, 50 years. A long period of time you have been trying to find a sense of self or find stability in life, right? And someone or many someones, a group of people here didn't allow you to do that. Didn't allow you to be yourself in order to become that version of yourself that would please them. In other words, come closer. Woo. In other words, you had some needs. You still have them, and those needs were the key to your success. Those needs being met were the key to your success, and not meeting those needs was basically them and yourself adding one more nail to your coffin, so to speak, or to the coffin of the connection. One and the same. And so you had to free yourself, or you have to do so, / you have to get those needs met inside this relationship or dynamic, or if it is not possible and the circumstances they don't allow it, outside of it. For example, what comes to mind is, in the masterclass I was talking to my ladies over there, and at some point in the last day, the information related to what they need, about their needs, really. Some of their needs probably they didn't even know of. They weren't aware of. Something that needed to be met in order for them to thrive. Because this is what we all want. We want to thrive. We want that joy, that peace. So we got in touch with that information. This is what I feel here in our message for someone or a collective of people. I feel like I'm missing something here. What is it? A missing link. Yes, okay. The missing link. Here you go. Maybe you are someone that you noticed in your life patterns, cycles, people, energies repeating time and time again. and you don't understand what do I need to do in order to put a stop to this cycle, it drives me nuts. And this is similar. Similar with my ladies in the masterclass situation. Not sure why I hear similar but not the same. Oh, okay, no, it's similar. Scratch that, it is similar. It is, if it, probably it's the same situation. Something you don't know about yourself, something you have yet to find out, a need, it is written in your birth chart probably. Maybe you don't know how to read it. You know? And that is what keeps you stuck in a cycle, is what wants to come true. Okay. Mm-hmm. There is another message here coming through with using these eclipse energies. We can really have breakthroughs. We can face some behaviors in us that it is time to let the behaviors go, to let some belief systems go. And the best way to do that is to confront them, to see them for what they are. Right? To coach yourself using these energies, to purify yourself. Indeed. I'm seeing a tsunami, a wave of fire rising from the ocean of fire. Actually, scratch that. It is the ocean, it is water, the ocean of consciousness is what this is. And as it rises, as a wave rises, it changes into fire. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not explaining myself to you any longer. This can be something that someone or a collective of people gets to understand, that they have been over-explaining, they have been out of a fear of misunderstanding, of being misunderstood, over-explaining, over-sharing maybe, or under-sharing. Interesting how that came out, under-sharing and over-explaining. I don't want to tell you a lot about my personal experience, but I want you to understand what I'm trying to explain you regarding a certain situation. In which probably if I would share a little bit more about myself with you, the situation would balance itself out. Beautifully said is what I hear. Okay. Many paths, many masters. Many paths, many masters. Let's dive into our dynamic. We have a cat, which is in the process of becoming a lion. From the middle of the deck, we have a connecting energy, which is desert, upright, and in reverse. And somehow it's an energy that's in between here, this desert. It's in between, what am I trying to say? Is trying to find peace, being in between, chapters in between. Maybe this is an energy I'm not sure if it's a person, it can be, or just an energy around the person at the moment, which they are trying to make peace with, is being in between, not knowing what's next, not knowing what to do, where to go, how to approach a situation, a person, or all that I said in reverse. What not to say, what not to do, how not to approach a person. The collective here is split in two somehow, or both energies might be in you. Yeah, I'm definitely getting this. This can be a third case scenario where you have both of this, and it is a little bit related to the disorganized attachment style, and comes from a profound, huge canyon of abandonment, right? Issues and lack of self-worth. We are being taught right now to reflect, contemplate, meditate, get in touch with the higher power, with the divine. We just have to put the intention. If you are at the beginning of the path in your spiritual workings, don't expect much, just initiate and be. When someone is at the beginning of their spiritual path, spiritual awakening, or maybe some they don't even have a spiritual awakening, they just are called, is what I'm being made to feel right now and to understand. They're just being called, and they don't have a lightning strike sort of experience. It just happens. They struggle to maintain a being state, just being, from doing. Let's do this, let's do that. There is this guidance here of just be. Just go in the forest or in the desert, maybe, or someone that lives in a desert area, which is beautiful. I absolutely love desert areas. Just stay there in the silence with God. That silence is God. And you know what it's so hard to stay like that, to stay in that silence is, it is that hard because what's being accentuated is the inner chaos and the inner noise. And it is hard, right? It's uncomfortable. But isn't it life about adventures and about being uncomfortable? Isn't that what all the people out there say? That's their advice, isn't it? Follow the fear. Go where your fear is. Melt that fear by doing that. The same thing here. You are uncomfortable. Stay in that state of being uncomfortable, and you are going to melt it. You are going to melt into it, and that's how our cat becomes a lion. That's how our cat becomes a lion. Our cat looks at someone, and this can be you or someone else, but our cat looks at someone and says, "Are you ready for love? Are you ready for love? Are you ready for love?" So, clay. Clay comes on top of the desert. And I wanted to say again, desert. And it's funny enough because earlier I was being reminded, for a reason that's about to come out, seems like, of a pastry that my mother used to love when I was a kid. It's not a pastry, it's cake. And now I want to say desert instead of dessert instead of desert, you see. Ooh. I didn't expect this translation of so it seems like you can put a lot of chocolate ganache on top of a pile of shit. It is still a pile of shit, and you are still not going to like it. If this applies to someone that, yes, with this clay over there, someone here is a little bit, they are in a disorganized attachment style, and that's chaotic, like in this clay card, like it's all this mud, right? The running sands here, slippery shadow side of the Pisces, right? Illusion, confusion. This full moon lunar eclipse is in Pisces. If you are this person, you can very well benefit from my purification journeys, first and foremost, is what I want to say. But more than that, you could benefit from working with these energies to get to your next level in healing. Definitely here the accent is on your heart, healing the heart. And this disorganized attachment style maybe pulls you towards some people, but those people, they are just going to act like mirrors, and in different ways they will show to you, they will reflect back to you this wounding. So the person in front of you that maybe you call them, you see them in a very bad light, hence the metaphor that I received. It's a metaphor. With the pile of shit and the chocolate ganache on top, right? You are still going to keep seeing people like that until you change your filter. Yeah, until you are going to see crystal clear. Whatever is in front of you is a mirror reflection, direct mirror reflection of what you have within. And we all have this in different capacity, right? We are all disorganized in a certain capacity, but probably becomes a label when the capacity is huge, when it takes over us, right? When it becomes a whole demon in itself, when it becomes a whole cave, when it takes over our lives, when the pattern keeps repeating, we don't know how to come out of it, and so on and so forth. And in others, we might have just in certain situations, maybe to us it happens once per year, where we get into a very chaotic situation for a reason or another. It is still in there, right? It is still in there. And for those of you that resonate with what I just said, in your case might be related to food, which makes me think and believe it has something to do with sugar. In my case, you know. Yeah. Gateway. This is underneath the cat. So this is what we have on the table, you guys. We have a cat on top of a gateway, which has an eye on it. And to me, eyes are portals. Yeah, and then we have a connecting energy, which is the desert, and on top we have clay. And then we are going to pull two or three cards for a supporting energy. Seems like is what we are getting into here. I'm a little bit traumatized with these supporting energies. It feels a little bit like last night's reading. Maybe it is related to last night's reading, and it is and it is not, is what I'm being told. Yes, look at that, we have Mugwort. Okay, which in this case, it's about heart chakra healing. Thank God. Okay, heart chakra healing. Okay, monk's wood in reverse, and on the side, I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean, but I believe it's about dimensions of reality. Second dimension, sacral chakra. Yes, okay, I got it. And now we are going to come back. That's also again for the supporting energy. We are going to come back there. It seems like we are going to play with that area of life. And we will pull a card or more for our energy with whom you or someone else is in a dynamic with. And again, this can be you, or this can be someone that you know, a group of people, a job offer, a family, a community of sorts, a husband is what I hear, a wife, a future lover, an ex-friend, an ex-best friend, a desire of the heart. The heart is being healed, infection is coming out, a desire is being revealed, escapism, validation. Bear with me. I feel the healing of the heart happening as I speak. Similar with a volcano erupting, this healing of the heart will create chaos in your mind. You might experience headaches, you might experience a whole lot of chaotic energies, chaotic thoughts. Definitely, you are being here invited to meditate, go within, be with yourself. Don't block it, don't stop it. It's an opportunity of a lifetime, is what I'm being told. Goat. Okay, this goat in reverse goes again here in the supporting energy, seems like. Underneath it all is the goat in reverse, which is related to Kali Yuga in someone's life, in someone's past. Someone here is ready to enter their mastery era. Their soul has mastered a whole lot. They're about to push something or someone away with a wave of fire. That fire might very well be the passion of Christ, right? It is what it is. Honeybee. A whole lot of release is taking place, you guys. Honeybee and fox. With the honeybee and fox, right off the bat, one more. Rue, bottom of the deck. Yes, I feel like this is somehow this message is related to two of yesterday's messages. Not the last one, the other two. And not the answer that I gave to a question yesterday. The other two. They are connected in one way or another. It's like a holy triangle here created. A portal in itself created through, yeah, indeed, with these three messages. So here is what wants to be said here. With the fox and the honeybee, again, our honeybee is that master energy, and this master is living a part of themselves, which is the fox, behind, first and foremost, and then many other energies that they were related to this part of themselves. So this, we can say now that these three energies, be them people, situations, family karma. Yes, in my mind's eye I'm seeing the karmic family, right? So this can be, and this, the karmic family, yes, I'm hitting the, I'm on the money here. This family, it doesn't have to be only or slash your blood family. This is a blood full moon, lunar eclipse, by the way, that's how it's called, the blood moon. It doesn't have to be only them. It can be also people, generations, thousands of years, 24,000 of years. Isn't that what a yuga, Kali Yuga cycle is? I don't know much about that, guys. Don't take me on that one. But that's what it is. That's what I feel. All the energies in all the people that this master encountered, karmic, they are being washed away with, through the divine will, with a wave of holy fire. They are being fired away. Yes. Oh my goodness. I just had a revelation myself right now. Yeah. Now, what else? As the honeybee makes room for her new wings, to fly in a new direction, many turbulences are happening in this fly of hers. Not necessarily in her environment or in her life. It can happen within our honeybee, but mostly in the world at large. In a community of people, in a certain family, in this karmic family, this is it. So as the honeybee is extending its horizons, or it's somehow, the honeybee is quite in an interesting position here. It's about to become a golden eagle. There is a whole lot of fog in here. She knows where she goes, but she doesn't. She trusts in God. She trusts in God, and she follows the steps towards her destiny, her fated home. And whilst that is happening, all these people are experiencing some events in their lives. You see, these people here, the goat, the mugwort, monkswood, and fox, they have been pollinated. Look at that. Pollinated with light codes, as well as they have been pollinating our honeybee with dark codes. These dark codes, let's begin with the light codes. The light codes that honeybee placed in their lives are those of enlightenment, purity, pure love, pure intention, opener of paths, initiator of paths. Now the other way around, the dark codes that these people left in honeybee's life are nothing else or more than keys for the honeybee to open almost like little windows in these compartments here, little windows of opportunity for our honeybee, opportunity to see what happened, these dark codes are basically, and I think I told you guys before, as you move as a real alchemist through your hero journey, as you move with truth and compassion towards wherever your soul is taking you, you heal more and more. You heal more and more, and you release more and more of what's not aligned with you any longer. And as you do that, as you heal, I don't know if this happens to everyone really, but from my experience and what I'm seeing here for someone, indeed, I am being shown what people have done to me. As I heal, when I cross a threshold, when I cross a finish line, I am being shown and told, look what that person and that person did to you. And these were their thoughts towards you, and this is what she has done to you. And this is what they believed about you. And when you left that room at that time, this is what they thought, and they laughed. Not with you, at you. They laughed at you. Yeah. This is what I'm seeing here. So you might receive in your dreams these dark codes showing you some of these events, and then here your inner child is saying yes, and it's cursing. So you might want to curse in the container of love, really. Curse them, curse the situation, swear. Maybe curse is too much said. Swear, yeah, just, use nasty words to release a whole lot of baggage that doesn't belong to you, a whole lot of emotion that's there and wants to be released. And all that you are doing it in the container of healing and unconditional love. Yes, towards yourself, and as a result, towards others. So this is what they are experiencing. They are experiencing those light codes now. It is like as your dark codes have been activated, their light codes have been melting into them. And now, and this, you guys, these are not necessarily people from your recent past or from now. This can also be from years ago. Did I say years ago? Yeah, it's from years ago. Now, our cat here is an energy, with this eye of, they're almost looking at the honeybee, which is you or someone else. You pick your place here, right? They are looking at the honeybee and they say, who are you now? I don't even recognize you. I'm also picking up here on a dynamic between, this can be very much a marriage or I hear concubine, a relationship of sorts, where someone, a party, one of the people, hopefully they are not more than two, but that's another connection for another time. You have been evolving, honeybee has been evolving, growing, expanding, maturing, letting go, right? And yes, heart chakra expansion, more love. You are here embodying more power of creation. You are ready to go to do something. There is this exciting feeling. And the partner here, they have been maybe manipulating you with all these words. Who are you now? I don't recognize you. You changed. We are supposed to change. And we are supposed to grow this beautiful big golden eagle wings that you are about to take on, indeed, right? The thing is, the questions, all these words that they came, they didn't even come from them. If we are to turn the script in a sense here, if we are to bring in more golden knowledge that exists within, right? It's basically you telling yourself it is time to go. This is not your place any longer. Remember fox, it was a part of the honeybee. It is imagine like this now. Get away. It is time for you to go. This is not your place any longer. So if you want to look at things like that from this higher perspective, it is not their fault. They don't know what they do anyhow. The cat doesn't know what they do. If they would, they wouldn't say those words to a golden eagle, to someone that soars so high. Is that correct said? Soar high? Next week, 14th to 21st. 14th to 21st, I have the purification journey. We have a new purification journey starting. It is going to happen over Zoom, like always, early in the morning, 6 a.m. Central, Chicago time. If you are interested in this beautiful, gorgeous event, which I'm very, very passionate about, send me an email. Please find my email address in the description box below, and we can take it from there, as well as readings, healing sessions, shamanic healing journeys, and upcoming information for new masterclasses, which are going to take place probably in the month of October, as far as I'm aware of right now. Okay, that being said, let's soar together. What else here? If you resonate with being the honeybee and you are or were in relationship with a cat individual, I'm seeing how their eyes is now just moving within, and it's like it's beautiful what's happening here. Someone here is turning their gaze within. They are discovering themselves. They see the fox within. And because they do that, there is a pathways of sorts. The gateway was taken advantage of, soon to close, and the cat, in time with time, becomes a lion. So it's a win-win situation. And I feel a little bit of a heart pain with this goodbye, but it is for the highest good, at least at the moment, right? Now we are taking all the cards off the table. We leave the honeybee as a supporting energy here on our left. And also remember, we have the rule on the bottom of the deck, which, if I remember correctly, came out in one of yesterday's reading, which we just mentioned. It is part of a portal, of a triangle of sorts here, an opening. Our honeybee here is opening a door. Is opening a door to their castle, to a castle. Our honeybee is going at the moment, will go or has been going through a heart chakra healing, a heart chakra release. Some infection here is being let go of. And when I'm saying infection, what am I trying to say? Things we are letting go of in the purification journeys, by the way. Memories that we no longer need to carry with us. They are being swept away by a divine power. These memories never belong to you, never belong to the honeybee. I'm seeing here the wind of change. The wind of change blows in the direction of the honeybee underneath her wings, right? And as a result, it touches the heart center, and the heart center is here opening up, and all this. I want to cough right now. 1 second, guys. And as a result, a whole lot of release is taking place. In the middle of my dark night of the soul, my personal private experience, back in 2020, I was just getting deeper into it, you guys. I'm not saying I'm not appreciating my journey, but I believe after you come out of a very dark period of your life, you really need a year or two of complete stillness and peace, stillness, and massages and spas just to balance those energies out, right? To integrate all that dark night in a sense, and just to let go of the trauma, letting go of the trauma that comes with facing your trauma, if it makes sense. There is a pain, right, that comes with you facing the pain. And it's humbling you. It's a humbling process. It's a humbling journey. Accepting it helps. I feel there is something else here that I want to say here. Okay, I see now. Yes. So after a certain period of time, this is very important, that's why I'm repeating it. Honeybee, you are on the table. You are the only one left here. Interesting message that just came out of my mouth right here. After you do a whole lot of work on yourself for a certain period of time, now what wants to come out is 7 years or more, right? You need to take a break. And because if not, your body will crash. It is almost like you're going to wake up one morning and you're not going to, your body will say no, you just stay here. Because so much is changing within you, your body is changing. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you have been doing intense work for an extended period of time, it is time for you to take a 2 or 3 months period in your schedule, take it off. Take those days off just to be with yourself. And I'm seeing here someone being vacationing, going on vacation, being in water, in pools. Just enjoying life. Just maybe this is something that's coming up for you. I understand that not everyone can do this. I'm not living under a rock, and I am at the same time. But this is a message for someone. Or maybe you are at the beginning of a journey, and after in 5-7 years from now, you will have the opportunity and possibility to do so. Okay, interesting. Let's move. This message is not for everyone, you see, what I just mentioned. And I don't feel at peace with it, because I feel there is more that I need to say. It is not for everyone, it's just for a select few. So don't panic, okay? A select few, they are going to army, metaphorically speaking. A select few, they are going in a very intense training, which, coming out of it, it will be required for them to take an extended break from what we call normal life, because for them it wasn't normal life. And I'm being emotional right now. It wasn't. That's not life. That's, you are being trained, and the training is, you are being really disciplined, man. Everything is being stripped away. Everything. You don't get to indulge or to live a normal life like the majority of people on planet Earth now think they live, because that's not normal either. And as you are in this super intense, accelerated type of period of time, you have to adapt, and you have to do it quickly. You know? And after, when you come out of it, you need to crush. Maybe you need to be. Just be. Vacationing. Here is the word, be in a vacation. Like, not sure how it's going to happen, but yeah. Birch. So I think this is a new dynamic. I'm not sure. Owl. And owl energy is, and it's around the honeybee. It's like circling our honeybee. So we are going to put them both here as supporting energies. So we have peacock and salamander, but I'm not sure where we are supposed, if we are supposed. Okay, no, I'm going to continue shuffling. So we have birch, okay, metal. And this metal somehow is around the owl. So now we have 3 cards here as a supporting energy. What else? Okay, and now we are getting into the dynamic with, oh my god, the deer. I'm not sure why I'm seeing this now with a person in prison, which I don't think it refers to anyone that's going to prison literally, but more likely a prison of the soul, being imprisoned in their own mind. All of the above. Okay. I'm seeing how this demonic, because this always to me is demonic. I don't think once I had a good message with this card, but this very devilish demonic energy, psychopathic, dark, is somehow circling our supporting energies. It's almost like it wants to suck it in. I'm not sure what this is about. Let's get a connecting energy between deer and birch. Fox. Cat, bottom of the deck. First of all, I have to start this message with, there is nothing to be afraid of. There is nothing to be afraid of. And the divine order is here, the divine justice is here, and if anything would be, any weapon that's formed against you shall not prosper. Okay? And as I'm saying these words, the deer is losing its power. This is a demonic energy, you guys. It's losing its power, and we can put it back in the deck. Okay. Now, so remember, we have here a supporting energy. We have a honeybee, an owl, and metal. We have them here on the left side. Then we don't really have a dynamic. The deer is back in the deck. The weapon shall not prosper. This is, you see, the deer is almost like a past life fear of persecution, past life fear of imprisonment, the past life energy. It is an energy, it is an energy, a weapon that would have been prosperous probably towards the honeybee, the owl, or the metal, these energies, if they would have been unjust, if they would have stepped out of a contract for their own benefits, to benefit their own resources, and not the ones of another. But because what is this? But because their heart was as light as a feather, that energy just, almost like the timeline just crushed. It crushed. And now we can put the fox back in the deck also. Interesting. Now birch to me looks like timelines. And now these energies, we can also put metal back in the deck. And we can put our honeybee and owl in the dynamic with birch. We will see in a second. But now we put metal back in the deck. 2 minutes ago, as I was trying to explain the scale weighing the heart against the feather, right? And it was just, it had the same weight here. It was light as a feather, the heart. There was a divine intervention here in someone's case, though. It was more than they could have handled on their own. Interesting. Let me change the battery. I'll be right back. Okay. So, as I was saying, my nose is killing me. So, I'm getting that the owl energy, I will explain you how our picture looks like on the table in 1 second. I will show it to you. But our owl here now, we have a dynamic between the owl and the honeybee. We have birch as a connecting energy. Owl had some past life memories, trauma that ran so deep that it brought maybe a situation, a person, something very painful into their reality, and maybe that portal opened, the timeline opened. Yeah, they saw it in their reality. And oh my God, you guys, I don't think that this person went to jail or anything like that, but they faced some trials here. Maybe they had to go to a courthouse. And that really humbled them, maybe more than it should have, is what I hear. So now it takes a little, oh shit. It takes now a little bit longer for them to regain their confidence. But that is soon to be over. It has been over for some months now. Birch. Put them back in the deck. Okay. Now what we have on the table? We have a dynamic between owl and honeybee. Now I'm being guided to put the owl underneath the honeybee, because they are about to kiss and make up. I don't know if this is romantic right now, but let's see. It is not romantic just yet. Did I say at the beginning that the owl, my nose is killing me, guys. The owl is around the honeybee. There is distance. There might be an ocean of distance. This ocean can be emotion that needs to be released before they come into contact with each other. Or what else can this be? What else can this be? The honeybee needs to pollinate, and it is pollinating. It is definitely, I'm seeing here a bee around their hive, just doing bee things, you know, and the owl is watching. This can be definitely in a work setting. And now I hear again, someone is watching me is my anxiety. There is something here with, you know how sometime when you do, if you're someone that you do your own readings, if you have an energy around you, it almost like always comes out in your readings. Oh my goodness. Oh, I see. Okay. So if these are two people that, let's say, want to come together, or owl wants to approach the honeybee, it is almost like the owl or the honeybee or both, they have an energy around them that reflects back to the other person something that doesn't pertain to the honeybee or pertains to them. It's almost like a misunderstanding of sorts here. Someone doesn't understand something. It is there is a, if you want, you can put it like this, there is a delay in a connection because of a misunderstanding. So what is it? What is it? This can be a collective energy, or the energy of a parent, is what I'm being told. Around, in between these two energies, these two people. But This eclipse energy, if done correctly, is what I'm being told, will remove this wave of darkness, shade of darkness, wave of darkness, and then the path will be clear. Let's see what the owl wants to tell to the honeybee. Tea leaves? Tea leaves, okay. You guys, did I ever tell you that when I was a child, you know how when you, I just remembered, this is something that I remembered recently. It is almost like I had to dig deep, what am I trying to say here? I had to heal complex issues within to remember and understand exactly what my inner child wanted to be when she grows up. And that was to help. That was to help. What do you want to do? I want to help. And yes, I always had this huge desire within to, not desire, knowing that I'm here to do something big. Maybe you wanted to know that about me. So let's see what owl wants to tell honeybee. Key, successful outcome to your problems. Broom, new home, new attitude. Okay. You know what I'm getting first and foremost? They want to give you the key to their house if you are the honeybee. Interesting. They want to give you the key to their house. It feels literally, but I guess we can read it also as give you the key to their heart, if it's a romantic dynamic here. The key to their house is correct. Okay, you guys. Okay, so let's see what you are going to respond to this. Flag, red flag. No, I'm just kidding. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Bell, announcement. What am I seeing here? You are this is not really showing up in your energy as a response to what they are telling you here. More likely is I don't even know how to put it. It is like you are being advised to continue with your life as it is, but somehow it's separate from what they say here. Just continue with your life as it is, continue with your routines. Don't lower your standards. Don't let go of what you are doing right now. What is your routine, day by day routine here? There is something about that. Don't lower your standards. Don't stop doing that announcement, because you know something here is on the horizon. You know something here is coming. And what can come is just a key to someone's house, I assume. I'm seeing here a situation which is very interesting. Owl might be a neighbor of yours, or they might come and buy a house in your neighborhood. They might be a real estate agent. All of the above. They might sell you a house. They want to give you a key to their house. So maybe a situation here can be where a situation here can be where, yes, someone moves in your neighborhood, or maybe they have been there for a while and now you are just getting closer and closer to each other and they give you the key to their house. Another situation here that I'm getting is, in the recent past, maybe something happened, it wasn't pleasant, a situation with someone which you perceive to be maybe a devilish energy, maybe a toxic situation that took place in your life, but actually it wasn't. It was exactly what you needed to do. It was the next step into bringing you closer to this person, if this is all romantic. This can be romantic only, this can be romantic and job offer, or an offer of sorts. Okay. What else do they want to tell you? Should we take the tarot deck? So let's see, let's use this. If this is a romantic connection, let's see, what do they wanna... These are literally messages. Whoa, okay. Let's see, what do they wanna tell you? What does the owl wants to tell you? I admire your integrity. Beautiful. I admire your strength. They admire you a lot. One. Okay. I admire your integrity again. Oh my god, they really admire your integrity. I didn't know I have two. So you, honeybee, you are really living in integrity, which definitely would make you a very good friend of mine if I would know you in real life. Let's see what you have to tell them. Actually, they want to tell you two more things. Okay, from the bottom of the deck. Now, I admire your persistence. And I hope my child grows up to be like you. Aww. That's so beautiful. Okay. What do you have to tell them? I'm sorry, guys. This is what you have to tell. But this has a significance, okay? I'm just being silly. What you have to tell them here is you might be telepathic, you might be spiritual, you for sure are, and you might really send. Actually, what I'm getting is the space between you is very open at night, and in your dream time you might tell them, send them messages. Indeed, yeah. Oof. I released another couple of demons over there. But they admire you a lot, huh? Oh my god, you guys, look, this is another message. Guys, I swear. Just look at this. They are all almost, seems like only they are doubles in this deck. Or I have two decks that are the same. And what are the chances for these doubles to come out? So they told you twice they admire your integrity, and you told them twice nothing. And that nothing is really everything. It's some sort of a spiritual message here, spirit to spirit, soul to soul, telepathy to telepathy type of thing. You come with a message of less is more to them. I admire your ability to bring out the best in others, is what you tell them. Your kindness really made my day. Okay. You're a great role model. That's it. One more from the middle. I appreciate the respect you show others. Beautiful. But I really felt I admire your constant growth and learning. Beautiful. Beautiful message. Okay, what else? I believe that's it. Is it? Oh, let's see what's going to happen the next 24 hours in this connection. And we're going to use some tarot for that. Next 24 hours in this connection. Knight of Cups. Four of Swords. Yes, honeybee, you come with this less is more type of vibe. I don't know if you are going to teach this person that you don't need a lot of words, that there is no need for words between you. Ace of Swords. There is a breakthrough here, a breakthrough in communication. Seven of Pentacles. Let me shuffle a little bit more. King of Wands in reverse. Ten of Cups. Two more. First one. Okay, Two of Pentacles. And Knight of Swords. a Knight of Swords type of energy, which usually you can read it, right, as communication, coming through fast, coming in fast. I'm not sure this is what this is. This feels more like illusion shattering. This it's spirit, really. Knight of Swords is spirit and is shattering some illusions around a situation. And it's almost like it comes with a sword, and it's cutting through all these other cards in my vision here, leaving the Ace of Swords on the table and the Ten of Cups only. Okay. You know the answer to your question, is what I heard. Why do you keep asking? But yes, there is an incoming communication. Communication is coming. I don't know if it's the next 24 hours. But I have all the answers, Ace of Swords. I don't need someone from outside to tell me when is the Ten of Cups coming for me, which is emotional fulfillment. I know. So you might be someone that you have been receiving information about this situation already. You know. Ooh. You know already. Yes. What here Spirit is telling me is that maybe you received some download, some information, some truth, and it's in your hands. Maybe you have to take some sort of an action. This doesn't apply to all of you, by the way. If it doesn't apply to you, the message with taking action, you know it. The energy changed a little bit. I feel like I'm in a new dimension, really. I think we can just simplify it. We can make it like really simple here. And what I'm getting is, if you are a man, you know, and you should take action. You should communicate. You should speak your truth. Seems like if you are a woman, you should be in the Empress mode and you should receive whatever comes to you. That's that. Yeah. That's as simple as it gets, is what I'm receiving here. Okay, anything else? Okay, let's get 3 more cards for the next 24 hours, for the next week or so. The Chariot. So strange. Today I heard such a powerful noises around my house, around where I live, and these are not your day-by-day noises in the neighborhood. These are new noises. And when I turned around right now, I thought I'm seeing a buffalo with the corner of my eye, and that's impossible here. So the energy here of impossible becoming possible, or miracles, or new dimensions, new realities. You are entering quantum jumping. Indeed, quantum jumping. Alternate reality. Oh my god. Yeah. you are accessing here a different reality for yourself. Through this connection, there is definitely a new reality. So we have Chariot, Four of Wands, House, right around my house. Nine of Pentacles in reverse and upright. Look who's next, Empress. The Empress, and I saw the Emperor earlier. Nope, doesn't want to come out. World, bottom of the deck. I hear, let's put an end to this. Let's do this already. Let's do this. The Nine of Pentacles upright and in reverse says, let's put an end to this. Let's do this. Four of Wands says, but I have a foundation here established with someone else. And the Chariot says, that's only a belief. So, you might hold yourself back, or this other person, or maybe both of you, where because you have it is almost like it's quite complicated. I don't understand. Somehow in one of you, or in both of you, it's a belief that you have something built somewhere else / with someone else. Maybe some of you are in another connection. I see. But I mean, that can be the case. No, it's not the case, is it? Guys, this dance between a reality and another is really mind-effed. It is almost like this is the illusion of this reality. I didn't get that here someone is in another relationship or connection. But now it is almost like I want to come towards you or speak my truth, but I have a belief, or I have a belief that I am in another connection, but I've never was. Okay, bear with me, we are getting there. Yet this person wants to give you the key to their house. Do you see how this energy is? The timelines here are alternate realities. Oh, maybe this is what maybe this is what holds you apart, keeps you apart. Maybe someone thinks that the other is in a relationship, but I don't think they are. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting it. Some of these people, they are in another relationship. Some are not. Some, they only have a belief in them that they are in another relationship, but they are not. It's almost like they have some vows from a past life that says you are supposed to get married with that person, but that's a karmic contract in itself, which needs to be broken. And now, if you are watching this, probably in many cases you are this person with vows in your subconscious mind that you are supposed to marry a karmic, and you are not supposed to marry that karmic, and this is the truth that's coming. With these eclipses, you're not supposed to do that. Break the vows. How? Through meditation. There are plenty out there. Just connect, put the intention to connect with those vows and let go of the karmic. cut the cords. That's it. Cut some cords is what's being told here. Those that are in other relationships, well, what can you do? Right? If they are in another relationship and they are unhappy, what do you want me to say? Yeah. If they are single and they admire you so much, they will take action, is what I'm being told. Okay, I think that's it. Actually, I feel like I